Rhonda M Lawson from District 87. You're tuned into Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm State Representative Rhonda M Lawson from District 87, and you're tuned into Horizons with Meet the World.
Hello. Welcome to another great episode of Horizons. I'm your host tonight, Clarissa Lange, and I'm just sitting in guest hosting for the wonderful, awesome Dr. Rhonda Lawson. Dr. Lawson couldn't be with us today. She's out of town right now, just taking a fabulous vacation, and I am honored to sit in for her yet once again. So, without further ado, let's just get started. I'm excited about this show tonight. We have an awesome author, and her name is Mrs. Britt Joni. And Mrs. Joni is the author of several hot and steamy books that I'm excited. The titles alone just capture me and gets me excited to want to read them. But anyway, before we go any farther, I just want to welcome Miss Britt Joni.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Miss Joni. How are you tonight?
I'm pretty good.
Great. Thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So I'm Clarissa. I'm sitting in for Dr. Lawson tonight, and it's just an honor to be able to talk with you and talk about your upcoming things that you have coming up. So first of all, tell us, where are you calling from?
I am calling from a college town called Champaign, Illinois.
From where?
It's mostly Illinois. It is 2 hours south of Chicago.
Oh, okay. I had no idea where you were talking about at first. Okay.
Yeah, it's if you're familiar with the University of Illinois, that's where we are.
Yes. Great. Well, I just want to jump into these wonderful books that you have, and the titles alone just blow me away. I mean, Caught Up in the Rapture of Love on Greener Pastures, Your Love is my Lifeline, The Secrets We Keep. I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. So why don't you just jump in and start talking to us and give me a little bit of insight about what's going on here with all of these great books.
So I'll start with my latest. My latest is Love on Greener Pastures. Well, it's my favorite thus far because it's my re-entry to the contemporary world where I want to showcase healing and love in one setting so that that you can get some healing out of love. Like I want someone to love you from the soul.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And that is the Love on Greener
Pastures.
Pastures. Yeah. So where?
Yes, it's a second chance
Oh, like a second chance at love.
Yes.
Great, great. Where did this awesome name come from?
Love on Greener Pastures. So I actually got the title, believe it or not, from I was listening to Chris Brown, and his song was what is it? The Grass Ain't Greener. So I thought put a turn on that, and voila.
Wow.
I love on Greener Pastures.
Yeah, wonderful. And sometimes the grass does look greener on the other side. We're all guilty.
Sometimes we find that sometimes it's fertilized with BS.
You know what? That is so true. That is just absolutely true. Sometimes we have to be careful. It looks better, but we just don't know what's on the other side. And a lot of times, we're just so eager to go to that other side. We're not thinking about, the consequences of what could happen or couldn't happen or anything. So that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. So what would you tell someone, what else would you tell someone that they would get out of this book, Love on Greener Pastures?
From this novel, I would say that each character, there is Tennyson and there is Iceland. They, instead of finding love with each other, they took the journey to find love within themselves and to heal themselves from the soul out in order to completely love each other. I took that because it was kind of a personal journey for me. I learned that for myself, that I learned that I can't love someone else until I truly love me. And I need women to see that unless you truly love you, you can't love someone else or give them something that you don't have.
That is
Heal
so
you and
true.
then love someone else.
So true. That's a very grand statement, and I totally agree with you on that. Very grand. So your the next book, what is the other one? Your Love is My Lifeline.
So Your Love is My Lifeline. So that is my baby. It's a story about Anais. She is this firecracker. She is this strong alpha woman. What she does what she wants. She doesn't care. She is just everything that
Britt? I'm sorry, guys. We're having a little technical difficulties. We lost you. We're going to try to get her back on the line. While we're waiting for her to get back on, she was just in the middle of talking about her book, Your Love is My Lifeline. Oh, okay. Great. Miss Britt? Britt?
walked into my basement.
Oh!
Because my son was making a lot of noise, so I was trying to get away from that.
Okay, no problem. I'm just glad we got you back.
So Anais, she is, so I'll say where she was birthed from. So
Okay.
Traditionally, we see men in novels that are hard to love, like they can cheat on you, they can do X, Y, and Z, and you still come back and you love them. But I wanted to do it from a female perspective to see like this strong alpha woman that is strong in her ways, like she is liberated in every sense of the word.
Yes.
But it still shows that even those harder women, they deserve love too.
Of course.
Underneath all of her hard exterior, there was this soft spot that only Tobias could reach. Like, she took him through it, but at the end, it was beautiful.
It was meant to be. Yes.
Yes.
So this book kind of shows a woman, the perspective from a woman's side of what you say. This is something normally would be a male's personality or per se, but this book shows like the harder side of a woman and what she goes through and how she puts a man through something and he's still there for her.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Great. So, all right. So let's talk about The Secret, Your Love. That title
so The
there.
Secret,
The Secrets We Keep?
was one of my first novels, and it was about Gaia and Kwame, and it was a friends to lover story, and it just shows that there was a secret baby, there were some parents meddling, there was, it's just a whole lot happening.
Okay.
And Anais from Your Love is Your Lifeline is actually Gaia's sister.
Oh.
So she got a spinoff.
Great. Okay. So, could you tell us, do you have anything special coming up in the near future or anything?
As in special, so right now I am working on another novel about healing. It's about a divorcee who is meeting a single father, and they are going to grow in love.
Oh, okay. Well, is there...
So they're both turned off by love.
So they're both turned off by love. Okay. And when can we expect this new book out?
I'm hoping April. I'm crossing my fingers. They're talking, and I want them to stop talking some.
It sounds wonderful, Britt. So tell me, where can we find your books if someone wanted to find them or either contact you? How can we find your books or you?
It cut out a little bit.
I'm sorry. I was asking, where can we find you? How can someone purchase your books if they were looking to purchase them? And how can someone find you? Maybe follow you on Instagram, on social media. Where can we find you as well?
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also get them directly from my website. I need to put those links back up. Or you can see me at Krewe of Lit, and I will have all of my titles on hand.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you will be at the Krewe of Lit. Could you tell us a little bit about Krewe of Lit really quick?
So it is, I'll say, a family of authors, Black authors, that are coming together to celebrate Black love. Very
good. Where will it be held at in the date?
It will be held in New Orleans this year. Well, every year.
Yay. Okay. And what dates will it be?
It will be on March 28th, and I believe it's from 1 p.m. to about 3 or 4. I'm not sure. I have to look again.
Okay, great.
On my calendar.
This will be coming up really soon, guys. So you can catch.
Yes, in about 3 weeks.
Yes, you can catch Britt Jones and her wonderful books at the Krewe of Lit in New Orleans, March the 28th. I'm going to get some more details about exactly where that'll be, and I'll let you guys know. Is there anything else you would like to share with us, Miss Britt Joni, before we leave?
No, just read my books and let me know.
Okay.
I'd love to hear from you.
So look, guys, you got to get out and get some of these awesome books that Miss Britt Joni has out. The titles are just blowing you away alone. So you need to just get out there and get some of these books. And why don't you guys find her on social media and come to the Krewe of Lit in New Orleans on March the 28th, where you can find her and you can follow her. We're looking forward to hearing a lot more about you, and I'm looking forward to that new book that's coming out. And I just want to thank you so much for being on the show tonight, Miss Britt Joni.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Guys, don't go away. Up next is Miss Renee Hamilton. We will be right back. Again, thank you so much, author Miss Britt Joni, guys. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night. with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out.
Hello guys, welcome back to Horizons. Again, I'm Clarissa Lange and I am the guest co-host tonight for Dr. Rhonda Lawson. I'm standing in for the awesome, wonderful, talented, beautiful Dr. Rhonda Lawson. She's out of town right now on a well-deserved vacation because she just finished up with her 4th annual Black History Month Literary Weekend. And if you missed that, guys, you missed a wonderful, wonderful event. She started off with a writer's workshop, and then she moved on to a literary jazz brunch, and then she ended her weekend with a wonderful play that she did from one of her books called Twilight. And if you guys missed that wonderful, wonderful weekend, trust me, you don't want to miss this next year because you will be blown away by what she has in store. So anyway, let's get started back. We just finished with Miss Britt Joni, and she was such an awesome author with some wonderful, wonderful books that she had. So up next, we're going to have the fabulous author, Mrs. Renee Hamilton. Ms. Hamilton, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you doing?
Hello. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great.
Great. So I see some fabulous books that you have here.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's just dive right in. Would you, which one would you like to talk about first?
The book that I am going to be featuring at Krewe is called An Ode, and it is my debut book. It's a book of poetry that was published in November of 2018.
And oh, wow. So you're going to be attending the Krewe as well?
Yes, it's my first time being a member of Krewe, and I am super excited.
It's going to be an exciting event. All right, so N.O. Could you just elaborate a little more on the book for us, Miss Renee?
Yes, so An Ode is a book of poetry. I like to describe it as the perfect lyrics to accompany the journey through relationships past and present. So I go through talking about the highs and the lows, the joys and the sorrows, triumphs and failures of being fully loved and then not. So this one is like really close to my heart. It's a lot of lyrical poetry, and it's my baby.
Ah. So what started the poetry writing with you?
I've been writing poetry ever since I was a little girl. So it's just something that I've always done. Even when I would read books or just be inspired by different things, it would always end up being some type of poem. So I'd wake up and write, and just really lyrics, poems. That has just always been a part of me. So when I went to law school, I kind of got out of the habit of writing for fun and for like stress relief or pleasure. I was so caught up writing for school that I got away from it. But then once I finally finished law school and had more time on my hands and just started going through the real world post-law school, I got back into writing poetry as kind of like an outlet and like a little self-care for myself.
Okay, very nice. Well, can you tell someone, if they was to ask, what could they possibly get from this book?
I would say that they would get affirmation that being vulnerable is okay. I know a lot of people go through breakups or like rough times in relationships, and they feel like they have to put on their coat of armor or they got to put on their Superwoman cape and pretend like everything is okay. But this book is like, I guess, affirmation to let you know that it's okay to go through the motions, and ultimately everything that you go through will come out okay in the end.
Oh, okay. That's great. Yeah. Sometimes it is okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. A lot of people do look at that as not such a great thing, and
Right.
depending on where you are in your life, sometimes it's just okay. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. And that's something that we have to learn as people, when it's the time and when it's not. So your book kind of points that out.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
It definitely shows the softer side of myself, the side of me that I probably hide from the world outside of like my close friends. So just after the book came out, so many people came up to me and told me how they had experienced some of the feelings that I wrote about, and how just seeing the poetry written kind of provided them like peace of mind and let them know that, okay, I'm not tripping. I'm not off the mark on how I should be feeling right now. So I think it really resonates with a lot of different people.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's great for so many people to come to you and say such great things about, how your book inspired them or helped them. That's wonderful. So if this is your first year that you're going to be at the Krewe of Lit, correct?
Yes, it's my first time.
And where are you going to be coming from?
Houston, but I always like to say that New Orleans is like my second home.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. It's not such a long travel for you, but you're right next door to us, so you can always get here at any time. So is there any other thing you would like to tell us that you have going on that might be coming in the near future, or some type of events or anything else that you have coming up?
Well, Krewe is the next thing that I'm doing, and I'm currently working on a follow-up to this book. So I'm working on another book of poetry, and I'm also working on a fiction novel that I hope to get out by this fall, hopefully, or sooner, depending on how my day-to-day life comes about. But those are the two things that I'm most excited about. And so many people always come up to me wanting to know how to like write and publish books and just feel confident enough to share like a part of them. So I'm looking to do like writing workshops and different things of that nature around the city, just to kind of help people get their bearings together and kind of just give other writers the confidence that they need to know that you can like really put something out there that's personal and be successful telling your story without having to feel some type of way about it.
Oh, wow. Writers' workshops would be great. I actually attended the one that Dr. Lawson hosted the past weekend, and it was very, very informative, and I learned a lot of things that I just was blindsided to. I had no idea about, although I'm not an author, but just sitting there listening and learning, it was just amazing to hear the different things that I did not realize and what it takes to write a book. So with that being said, I think that would be fabulous and a wonderful thing for you to do, to host a workshop, because I think it would help a lot of inspiring authors, and even authors that are already that has already published books as well. So I think that's great. Yeah. So do you what else do you think? Are you doing any? You say you're going to do the Krewe of Lit, so you're not going to. Do you have any other events or anything else coming up?
Not until the summer.
The summer,
I'm
okay.
just trying to focus on writing and trying to build like a business around being an author. Like, wonderful. I want to have merchandise as well. I want to do so many different things, and I'm just trying to like balance it all out and figure out which mode of attack I'm going to take right off the bat. So I'm looking to like do a lot of things coming up for the spring. Actually, I want to make like a big announcement for the spring. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that, but I just, everybody to know that it's going to be some more things coming soon.
Oh, well, great. You always can come back on here and do your big announcement. You're always welcome back to the show. That sounds amazing for you to have such, some good plans that's coming up. Could you tell us how long have you been writing?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. I wrote for the newspaper at Southern. I did graduate from Southern University, and I was a staff writer on our world famous Southern Digest newspaper. And I always just kind of wrote for myself and just like stories or letters to people, and I blogged for a long time. But as far as taking the plunge to actually put something out there and get something published, all of this kind of came about in 2018 for me.
Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. What would you tell someone that might be, have that itch to want to write and publish and write a book and get it out there, but they're scared to take that move? What would you tell them? How could you tell, could you just pretend that you're talking to someone and tell us how can you encourage them to make that step?
Yeah, so I would basically say to just start. Even if it's like pulling up the notes on your phone and just like jotting down different ideas that pop across your mind. Really, that's kind of how my book came together. Like if I was going through something, I would just write it out, a note, wherever I was at, sitting down, I'd just pull my phone out, make a note or scratch it on a notepad and just put it all together. And once you just get into the habit of actually writing things, like just do it. Like you can put together pieces of the puzzle, you can outline, you can kind of formulate what direction you want it to take after you've already gotten some stuff written down. But really the most important thing to do is just start. Even if it's just write down a sentence or a paragraph or a couple of words that rhyme a day if you want to do poetry, or just write some stuff down. If you have a story to tell, like just write it for yourself and then go from there and you'll have something already on paper. Wonderful. Just start, like you said. Don't be afraid. Just get out there and just start, because you never know what you can do if you don't try, guys. So if you're thinking about doing it, like Miss Renee Hamilton said, just start. Do you want to share any other books or anything else with us before we get ready to close out, Ms. Hamilton? Yes, I actually co-authored a book with a group of other ladies called the Superwoman Survival Stories, and that one is available on Amazon. I always tell people that it's like the backstory on what made me write my book of poetry, an ode. So I like to tell people to check that one out. It's like a book of chicken soup for the soul for women, and it's like ladies telling our testimonies and kind of talking about what we went through and how we overcame everything, and like just our Superwoman survival story. Yes. So that's something that I definitely like to plug and tell people to check out. And then, of course, my book and ode is on Amazon as well as can be purchased from me directly on my website. Okay. And so that's where we can find you. How can someone follow you on social media? And again, where they can find your book? Yes. So I am on Instagram, and I go by notorious_Fal, F-A-L. I am also on Facebook at Ode is Coming. And I also have a website, www.freneehamilton.com, where I put information, I blog on there and just give updates also. So you can find me on any of those internet, social media channels. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Miss Renee Hamilton, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And again, guys, you can catch her at the Krewe of Lit, also here in New Orleans on March the 28th as well. Thank you so much, Miss Hamilton, for joining us. You guys get out there and read her book. Thank you, Miss Hamilton. Thank you. We will be right back, guys.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Horizons. We are about to end this show with a wonderful author. But again, before we get started, I just wanted to tell you I'm Clarissa Lange again. I'm sitting in and I'm guest hosting for the wonderful, awesome, brilliant, beautiful Dr. Rhonda Lawson. She's out of town right now, just taking a little mini vacation, but she'll be back, guys. I know you miss her when she's gone, and I do too, but I do love to get the chance to come in and step in for her and just be a great co-host for her. If you missed her event this weekend, do not miss it next year. It was the 4th annual Black History Literary event this weekend. So if you missed the Writers Workshop, the Jazz Brunch, and the play, Twilight, you don't want to miss anything else that she has next year because it's just getting bigger and better. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to close the show out with another wonderful author, D. Rose. D. Rose, are you here?
Yes, hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good.
Great.
Thank you for having me tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for being on here. I'm just kind of sitting in for Rhonda tonight, but I'm glad to be able and honored to be able to talk to you tonight, Ms. D. Rose. These books, wow, what can I say? I mean, Love's Language. I mean, just so many. First of all, I just got to ask you, are you going to be attending the Krewe of Lit as well?
Yes, I am, and I'm really excited. It was my first time in New Orleans.
Oh!
And I'm coming with a few of my favorite people. My mom, one of her friends, two of my best friends. So it's going to be a good time.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. You guys got to come out and meet Ms. D. Rose at the Krewe of Lit. I mean, these, love me up. I mean, where do we start? Why don't you just get started and tell us a little bit about your books?
Okay, so currently I have 12 published books out right now. The 13th will be available on Amazon on March 13th.
That is Love Language. As you can see, yes, so we see the cover up there. It is available for pre-order. I'm really excited about this one. It's different. It's a different trope. I wanted to do a different trope, and it's a slow burn, so the romance kind of just builds up. And the trope is enemies to lovers, so I wanted to make sure their relationship when they're enemies was established before they transition into falling in love and all that comes with that.
Oh, wow. Where did this, how did you come up with this? The title, the topic, where did this come from within you?
So I don't know how I came up with it. Most of my story ideas come while I'm working on a project already. So I think I was writing my I was writing a book that's called Ready for Love that came out in November. So right after that, I had this idea, and I started this book in November because I wanted to release it on my birthday, which is in December, but I kind of just lost my muse and my spark to write that story, so I worked on something else. And then at the end of December, I jumped back into it and started working on it. And the title, Love Language, in this book, the characters learn the importance of not just romantic love, but like love from your family, love from your friends. So throughout this book, their love language is given to them. So the heroine, Skylar, her love language, I would say, was quality time. So throughout the book, you'll see her spending quality time with important people in her life. And Danilo, the hero, his love language, in my opinion, is words of affirmation. So just hearing an act of service. So just hearing from friends, families, loved ones, like how proud they are, that they love him. Like, so throughout this book, they're just getting into what their love language is.
Oh, wow. Okay. So everyone has something different that they express. Yes.
Right.
That's great. And the title, it just, how did you find that? What made you go with Love's Languages?
Once I figured out the plot of the story and just how the characters developed throughout the story, that's how the title came to me, because it's about love, but it's the way that we communicate with each other. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. And so any other books you would like to tell us about? Yes,
so a book that I recommend to new readers and people that want to get a feel for my writing style is Because of Love. It came out in June of last year. It's titled after a Janet Jackson song. Most of my book titles do come from songs that I like or songs that fit the theme of the story. So for this one, I had to get one of my favorite singing songs. So it's about a young medical student. She's just starting med school. She's the only child. She comes from a family of doctors. She falls in love with a rapper, which is like the complete opposite of everything that she knows.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But exciting. Exciting.
Yes, right. So she falls in love with a rapper who, is from a single family home, who, is from a mother who had to work for everything. So the story is about their relationship. So like usually in romance, they have to like meet and get to know each other and have, a big blow up and then get back together and live happily ever after. With this one, they were already together. So from the first chapter, they're in a relationship, and it's just kind of like the ups and downs of their relationships and how, aside from their relationships, they both, Mecca, who's the hero, is a rapper, and, he has a budding rap career, and he also has his mother and his sister. And then with Nina, she's a first-year med student. Her parents, are like, why are you with this rapper? And she's just trying to, like, learn good work-life balance. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That seems like a very, very interesting book. You guys want to get out there and get this book and read it. Are all of your books going to be at the Krewe of Lit, or do you just have a few Pacific ones, or one Pacific one, or?
So all of my books will be available at Krewe of Lit. So since I'm coming from Maryland, we're flying down. I won't have, like a large stop. So if there's a title that you want, if you're going to be at Krewe of Lit, you can reach out to me via social media, which I'll give at the end, and I can send you an invoice and we can put your book aside. But yes, all of my books will be available.
Okay, wonderful. You guys want to get out there and catch Miss D. Rose at the Krewe of Lit. Do you have any other upcoming events or anything you would like to share with us?
Yes. So in August, I will be attending another book event. It will be in one of my favorite cities, New York. New York City. It's in August. It's hosted by Sister Girls Book Club. The event is called Behind the Pen. It's August 8th, I believe, in Manhattan, New York. I'm really excited. I love New York. Sister Girls Book Club, I'm in their Facebook group. It's a good community of readers and writers. And some of my favorite authors will be at this event in August, so I'm really excited to see them. Aside from selling books, I hope to buy some more. You can never have too many books, so I'm looking forward to that.
No, you cannot. You cannot. So can you share with us what inspired you to write?
So when I was younger, I liked to write. Creative writing was my favorite class or my favorite period growing up, and I just grew up always loving to read. That was something my father instilled in me and my sister. So reading eventually sparked writing, and so as I got older, it kind of fell off. But when I graduated from college, I was in that limbo phase where I was working, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do. But I got a degree now, and I was coming up on my 1 year, and I was like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm not doing what I really wanted to do, and I was just kind of slipping into that post-grad depression. And I just was reading. I had found the Black indie author community, and I found these writers who were writing stories that felt authentic to me. And I found writers who were in my age. And I'm if they can do this, I can give it a shot. It's always inspiring when you see your peers doing something.
Yes.
So early 2018, I wrote my first book, and I released it in June. It was called Another Chance to Love. And after, I released it, after I wrote it, I published it, I still felt the urge to continue.
Yes.
And honestly, it was the best thing that happened to me.
Oh.
Yeah, since graduating. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome story. It could possibly inspire people who would like to write. We have so many people that want to write. They're aspiring authors, and they just don't know where to start or how to start or get the motivation to even start. So that was inspiring, Ms. Rose. Could you tell us where we can find you on social media? How can someone follow you if they were looking to? And where can they find these awesome books that you have out?
Okay, so I'm on every social media platform. So on Instagram, it's Who Is D Rose. Twitter and Facebook is Author D Rose. I'm also on Goodreads, which is a platform where readers can find books and review and rate them. So I'm on Goodreads under Author D Rose. I'm also on Book and Name. It's a website where you can search keywords for books. So if you want to read about a single day, you can type that in, and the authors post snippets of the book. So I'm on Book and Name. I have a few bites on there.
Okay.
My website is authordrose.com, and all of my books are available on Amazon in ebook format as well as paperback. And I also do sell paperback on my website if you want to find copy and like cute little merch, like D-Rose pins and buttons and stuff like that.
Awesome, guys. You heard it. You heard it straight from D Rose. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so sorry we're about out of time. So thank you for joining us, Miss D Rose. And we look forward to seeing you.
Having me.
Yes, we look forward to seeing you at the Krewe Lit. And again, I want to thank all of the awesome authors that were here tonight. It was a great show, and we had, again, Miss D Rose, Miss Britt Joni, and Miss Renee Hamilton. And you can catch all of these authors and their books at the Krewe of Lit here in New Orleans. It's going to be March the 28th. Look, guys, I'm sorry I don't have the exact location for you, but you can find it probably on Eventbrite or somewhere. I do have it. Algiers Auditorium. It will be there. Nope, that's not it. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. March the 28th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Algiers Auditorium. You guys can come there to purchase books. They're going to have raffles, book signings, authors forums. It's $15. You guys get your tickets for early birds. It's $15 to get in. So you guys want to catch that. And again, I'm Clarissa Lange. I'm sitting in for the awesome Dr. Rhonda Lawson, who is on a well-deserved vacation, but she will be back. And guys, I just love sitting in for her and guest hosting. So thank you so much for joining me and showing me all this love. But again, she will be back, and I'm sure she's got some great stuff in store to share with you when she gets back from this awesome vacation that she really needed from putting together that wonderful Black History literary weekend that she has done for 4 years in a row now. So you guys, 5 years next year. It'll be 5 years for her. So you guys look for this awesome event that I know she's already planning. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us in this wonderful literary lounge at Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. I'm your guest host, Clarissa Lange, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much. God bless.